Today I'm sharing spring decorating ideas with easy DIY spring home decor that's budget friendly and simple to create. Welcome to the Chic Show. Same mold for this project, and I'm using just a little bit of air dry clay. I'm not using the whole mold. This is the trimmings for mold. I'm just using the middle of it because I just wanted a few flowers. I'm also using this little tin pail from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to use Tight Bond Quick and Thick to glue the mold onto the pail. Once I get it positioned like I want it, I'm just going to leave it to dry overnight. Somehow I forgot to record when I was painting this, but I used Mint Chip by DIY Paint. And then once that was dry, I used some clear wax and rubbed that all over the mold and all over the bucket. I'm going to be following this with some dark wax, and the clear wax will allow me to pull that dark wax away a little bit easier so that it's not so dark. So the wax that I'm using is Jolie's wax. As I said, I'm using the clear, the dark, and I do have white as well, but I'm not using that today. Using a dry paper towel, I'm just going to go back and rub away that dark wax. I want it to stay in the cracks and crevices and give the rest of the bucket a little bit of an aged look. I think this is the perfect little springtime bucket. This project, I'm using this little wood box sign from Dollar Tree. This is one of the smaller ones that does not have the label. I'm going to be painting the top of it with Waverly chalk paint in plaster. I'm painting the sides of the box with DIY paint in Old 57. It's a beautiful bright teal color, and this color is perfect for my craft room, which is where this piece is going to end up. I am going to be decoupaging some rice paper onto the front of this box, so I'm using liquid patina by DIY to apply kind of a starter strip, and then I will spritz my decoupage paper, which is from Sonnet's Maker's Box, and I will place that onto the front of this box. Once I have it placed, I am going to add some liquid patina over the top as well. Once it's completely dry, I'm going to sand away the excess paper along the edges. This paper was designed by Connie at The Painted Photographer. I recently thrifted this little wood box, and I'm going to make it over for my daughter for some special notes from friends. This will be the perfect little keepsake box. So these little snowflakes on top were raised, so I did sand those down a bit. I gave the box a coat of Peony by Fusion, And then I use this little lock and key mold. It's not IOD, I believe it's redesigned by Prima. And I'm using IOD's Lover of Flowers rub-on transfers for this piece. I cut out this little forget-me-not part at the bottom because I'm going to use that on the top of the box. But I am going to wrap these flowers around from the front to the top of the box. All of IOD's transfers come with a rub-on transfer tool. It's just a plastic stick. You can use a popsicle stick as well, or even a credit card or something of that nature. After it's been applied, I did burnish it down with the backing paper just to make sure that it was adhered completely to the box. Now I'm going to be using a little razor just to cut the transfer there where the box opens. And I'll add the forget-me-not to the top. Now this little mold has dried, I'm going to be adding that to the front, but I'm going to go ahead and paint inside the lock part with black paint. This is Fusion, I believe, in coal black. There's a little bow at the top, and I'm going to be using that same Fusion Peony pink paint to paint the bow. Now I'm using Fusion's French eggshell to paint another part of the lock, and this blue matches perfectly with the rub-on transfer. I always like to add just a little bit of gold to my pieces, so I'm going to add this to the lock. The glass that was originally in the box had broken, so I used a piece of foam board, and I'm going to be covering it with this kind of velvet type material from Dollar Tree. I used this spray-on glue to attach it to the top of the foam board, and then I used hot glue in the back. I started by folding in the corners, and then I worked with the longer edges. Now for the other side of this insert, I'm going to be using this canvas pad from Dollar Tree. I taped it to a piece of printer paper, and then I printed out the actual saying from The Lover of Flowers. The Forget-Me-Not poem in the rub-on transfers was too big, but I was able to print out a smaller version of this poem, and I printed it onto that canvas, and now I'm just going to use my glue stick and glue it to what's going to be the top of this insert. I'd added a little bit of hot glue to the corners just to make sure that this stayed glued down, but I didn't want it to be bumpy underneath the poem, so I reserved that for just around the edges. It is a perfect fit, so I'm going to add some more hot glue around the edges of the insert and attach that into the top of the box. I felt like I needed to do something inside the bottom of the box, so I used the ephemeral type stamps from IOD just to finish this little section off. I used a gray ink pad from Hobby Lobby for this. Felt like I needed to bring out the details of that little bow a little bit more, so I used some gold rub and buff and dry brushed over the top. I then decided that was a little too bright, so I took some white wax and I added that all over. I used a combination of Gorilla Glue and hot glue to attach the lock. All that's left is to add a little bit of clear wax all over, just to make sure that those rub-on transfers are sealed in nicely. I hope that you found these affordable spring decor ideas are perfect for refreshing your home with a fresh seasonal look. If you're looking for another video to watch, I recommend this one right here. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to share the chic. Bye now.